Good morning, y'all. Welcome back to my channel. Welcome if you are new. If you are new, my name is Kelz. I am a military spouse, sort of, who's living here in Okinawa. The reason I say sort of is I am going through a divorce with my husband. The interesting part of it is I still live with him right now. We will be officially filing when he PCSs back to the States next year. I am doing everything I can to stay out here, either in Okinawa or move to mainland Japan, just because I am much happier out here in Okinawa and Japan. I did live in Japan for 3 years from 2015 to 2018, and I have been living here in Okinawa since 2024. And I feel happier, I feel healthier, and I feel like I fit in more out here than I ever did in the States. So that is why I am trying to stay out here. I absolutely love my life out here. I'm getting ready to head to work. I work for WIC Overseas, and I absolutely freaking love my job. I wish I could continue doing this job for the rest of my life, but unfortunately, this job does not offer SOFA status. SOFA is the Status of Forces Agreement, and is what allows people like myself, Americans, to stay in Japan without being here on military orders or accompanied military orders as a dependent. I have been applying to jobs that will provide me SOFA status. Unfortunately, I have not heard back from any of them yet, despite me doing this for, well, months at this point. But unfortunately, that is how the system is out here. Finding a job out here in Okinawa is ridiculously hard. I was severely lucky to be able to get this job at WIC Overseas, especially considering that I had been a housewife for over 10 years when I applied for this job. So I'm very, very grateful for this job. But I absolutely love my job. Being able to see the kids and the families grow up, the connections that I have with these families, and working with an amazing coworker such as Cassie has just been everything I've needed lately. But that being said, I will not be seeing any of the families, none of the kids, and I won't even be seeing Cassie today at work. We are having a Japanese cleaning company come in to completely deep clean our offices today. They come in once a month to do this. It's a contract we have with them. And Cassie and I typically take turns alternating who stays with the cleaners and who gets a day off, because there's no point in both of us just being there to babysit them. I did it last month, and this was supposed to be Cassie's month, but because the cleaners are scheduled to stay past our normal working hours, I offered to stay on behalf of Cassie because Cassie does have young children, and they typically have things going on as soon as we get off of work. So to not interfere with their schedule, and since I don't have much of a life outside of work, I say that, but I'm always busy in the evenings. I offered to stay just so that way she wouldn't have to worry about disrupting their schedules. And that means I will get next month off instead, which would have been the month that I would have stayed. But I absolutely love it. And since she was in Tokyo on Tuesday, which she much needed, seeing her post-trip, she is so less stressed and just so much happier. Well worth the trip. But it was a great thing for me because while she was out of the office on Tuesday, again, we didn't have appointments because she is the CPA. I am the administrative assistant. I cannot do appointments. Only she can. That gave me the opportunity to get ahead on all of our end of month office stuff that we need to do. So I don't even have that to do today, which is great because that'll allow the cleaners to be able to take their time going through and doing the cleanings and not feeling like they need to rush clean my office so that way I have someplace to work. Now, I will go in and let the cleaners in, and I will duck out for a little bit just to get out of their hair, because I do know that they like to be able to work without feeling like they need to clear space for me. So I will go run some work-related errands that I need to go do, and then I will come back and find someplace probably on the floor to sit until they get done. I've got my book, I've got my tarot cards, I've got videos I gotta edit, so I've got plenty of stuff I need to be doing anyhow, and stuff to keep me entertained. So I am not stressing it whatsoever. It's gonna be an easy peasy day. That all being said, I may also be doing some typhoon prepping as well, because I think the typhoon's name is Jangmi. I could be mispronouncing that. I may have a completely wrong name. I will find out later. Has changed paths again. Up until bedtime last night, it was showing that it was going to be coming up towards Okinawa and then just kind of skirting around. I guess it's the eastern side of Okinawa. The opposite side of where I live here on Kinzer. And then going up to Kyushu, part of Japan. This morning, I checked the track, and nope, it's making a direct hit right here at Naha. Naha is not even 20 minutes down the road from us. So, definitely going to be doing more stuff to prep for this typhoon. I need to get with my regional manager and find out what exactly we all need to do and what the expectations are on when we report to work, when we don't report to work, if we're getting paid if we don't have to go to work, things of that nature. But I am not stressing the typhoon. I've been through hurricanes before. I grew up in North Carolina and I lived on the coast for several years, so not worried about this whatsoever. But with that being said, I do need to get my yen out so that way I can go get Starbucks, because that is something I do every morning. And I think I have a new favorite drink. That bitter coffee that the baristas recommended yesterday, that came back out yesterday, so freaking good. My absolute favorite drink from Starbucks, the Japanese Starbucks, is something called sweet milk coffee. It is the perfect iced coffee, and especially the way that I get it with less ice and extra coffee. It's sweet, but it's not like American diabetes sweet. It's perfect. Well, yesterday they released something called the bitter cream coffee, and it's basically sweet milk coffee, but with a shot of espresso. And holy cow, that thing was strong. And I loved it. So I'm going to go get that again and then head to work. Like I said, I don't really have a whole lot of work stuff I need to do. Later this afternoon, once they have one of the offices available, I can make appointment reminder calls for tomorrow. But I've already gone through and done all the checks and everything, so that way all I have to do is just call and let them know, hey, this is your appointment time, this is what you need to bring, this is who needs to be present. So, easy peasy stuff. But I'm going to go ahead and get on the road, and I will check back in with y'all later. This is how gross it is outside. My glasses instantly fog up as soon as I went outside. Basically rendering them useless, so I'm just going to take them off for the rest of the day, because I don't feel like dealing with foggy glasses. The cleaners came and they kicked me out of my office, so I'm going to go run some errands, both for work, and then because the workplaces don't open until 10, I'm going to go run a personal errand real quick. For all those wondering, I have all the office keys, so the workers can't get to anything that they're not supposed to get to. Don't need this on anymore. All right. I am going back to that mall that I went to on Monday. Yeah, I believe it was Monday that it was Monday that I went to it. I need to get more stationery. I have been working on these letters so much that I am almost out of one of the packs of stationery. So I need to get more stationery. And then I want to get a new tote bag because I've noticed that the mini bag that I've been carrying has developed some holes that I need to patch up, but I don't have the time right now to patch it up. And I did want to get a slightly larger tote to carry stuff in because that one's been maxed out, which is probably why it's been getting the holes. And as much as I love this purse, for everything that I need to carry on a daily basis, especially to work and whatnot, this is a little on the small side. So I want to try and see if I can find a larger purse that will be more adequate for what I need to carry with me, especially to work, and possibly a new wallet, because that will definitely help with space in the purse. And there was something else I need to get. I also want to get more pens. I know the pens that I use here at work, those black ones, those are getting low on ink. So I want to get a few more of the black ones and then see if they have any new fun colors to get. Now, I tried using the pens that I got on Monday. The metallic pink does not work at all. And the metallic purple only works about a quarter of the time. It's not as flowy. And I think that might be because of the metallic particles in the ink. The silver and the gold work great. Absolutely love them. So I will keep the silver and the gold. The pink and the purple, I'm probably going to end up tossing. But these pens are so inexpensive, I don't mind tossing them without really using them, since they don't work. But I'm going to go ahead and drive on over there. The store doesn't open for another 30 minutes, but it should take me 20 minutes to get over there. And by the time I get done shopping over there, Nitori should be open. And then about 30 minutes after Nitori opens, Yellow Box here on Foster should open. So I will go check them out. We have gotten permission to get new computer chairs. And we have to go and price them ourselves. So I'm going to Nitori, which is like Japan's version of IKEA, to see what their prices for computer chairs are, and then coming over here to Yellow Box to get their prices as well. And Cassie is going to be going to the exchange on Kadena, since they will have a much larger selection than any of the other exchanges, to find out what their prices are. And then once we get the approval on the options we send over, then we'll come back and we'll get new chairs, which we're very, very excited for. Our chairs look like they're from the 90s. They are beat up. They have holes in them. They are uncomfortable and gross looking. But we've been making do with what we could. So we're very excited to be getting an opportunity to get new chairs. So, all right, I'm going to go take care of that. I feel like I'm struggling today because I did not sleep well again last night. Both last night and the night before, it took a lot for me to fall asleep. Like, it wasn't my anxiety, I just could not fall asleep. And both nights I ended up taking NyQuil to try and help me go to sleep. And I still couldn't fall asleep. And when I did fall asleep, I kept waking up probably every 30, 45 minutes. And I'd be awake for at least 10 minutes before I could get myself to fall back asleep. So energy wise, I am dragging. But I'm gonna go get this stuff done. Okay, so I just got done shopping at this little mall here, and while it was completely quiet and I had most of the stores to myself, I was just enjoying the peace and quiet. So I didn't really vlog. I was just enjoying the moment. And I actually found stuff. Let me show you. I got more of the lavender stationery because that's the one I'm running the lowest on. I got 3 more of the work pens. I really like them because they are the, let's see if it'll focus. They're 0.3 millimeters, so super tiny points. And then I got another set of the metallic pink and the metallic purple. This time I actually tested them out. These do work. They seem to be working smoothly. But these are 0.4 millimeters, so they're slightly thicker than my normal pens. And then I also got this one. It's a darker metallic purple, which was really pretty, and I think will look really nice on the lavender stationery. Then I also got a new purse and a new wallet. Now they do not match, but that's okay. They're both very pretty. This one is my new wallet. It's a nice pretty silver. Plenty of space for cards. Put my yen there. And of course, a spot for coins. But the purse, I am like super excited for. All right, so it's about the same size as the fake leather brown backpack that I was carrying. Has little side pockets, which I very much appreciate. A back pocket that I always use for my work ID and my car keys and stuff. Pocket on the front. But it also has pockets on the inside and then a zipper part. But the feature that I love about this the most is you can carry it like this on your shoulder, and you can lengthen the straps if you want it to be a little bit longer, which I will definitely do. But you can pull them through the back and wear it like a backpack. I love backpacks. I have told y'all before that I prefer backpacks, but I can switch it up either way, and when I'm wearing it like a backpack, the straps crisscross, which is so freaking awesome to me. And I did get something with a little bit of color to it. I love this pink. I think I'm getting into a pink phase right now with the pink car and everything else, but I absolutely freaking love this. And my wallet is going to take up so much less space in this than the current wallet I have. This is the current wallet that I have. I like it because it has the wrist strap, so if I don't feel like carrying a huge purse, I can just carry this. But this is nice and tiny and can fit in my jeans pocket. I did test that out. So that is nice. I will probably take this to work and switch everything over. Or do it after work, I don't know. I did not find any tote bags that I liked, because one thing I really like about my Minnie Mouse bag is that it zips shut, and all the tote bags that I was finding were just the standard stay open, or some of them had the little button clasp, the magnetic button clasp. And I'm not a super big fan of that because I still feel like things can fall out. So still gonna stay on the hunt for a nice tote bag, but absolutely love my new purse. That is gonna be so awesome and so nice. But now I need to head to Nitori and check out their computer chairs. So I'm going to do that, but it's right down the road. And because I came down here when I'm going back down 58 towards Foster, Nitori is going to be easy to access without having to do U-turns and stuff like that. So that is why, or that's one of the reasons why I came down here. But I'm honestly loving this mall. This is the second time I've been here. Well, especially this week, but both times it's been very quiet, very calm. Everybody's very nice. And I noticed that this is like where the locals shop. I did not see a lot of Americans here. And if I go to Parco or Rycom, it's mostly Americans. It's loud, it's chaotic. I get sensory overload big time. So very appreciative of the quiet peacefulness of this mall. And they do have a Daiso, however you pronounce it, and a few other stores and some restaurants I want to come check out. So I will definitely be coming back to this mall more often. Really happy I found it. And of course it has a hands, which I absolutely love. It does not have a craft section like the hands at Partico. That's okay. I'm not really doing a whole lot of crafty stuff right now, but it has a really good stationery section and I was able to get what I was looking for. So very, very happy. But I'm going to head to Nitori now and check out computer chairs. The floors are so shiny. They did such a good job. Seriously, our offices look amazing. They did an amazing job. Everything is so clean and shiny. I'm so happy with what they did. All right, so I am off work now. I don't think I updated y'all when I left Nitori. I was literally in there for all of 5 minutes. I went straight up to the 3rd floor where they have all the furniture stuff. Got photos of the different office chairs that they had and sent those to Cassie, and then immediately came back here to Camp Foster. Yellow Box was not open yet, so didn't go to there. Came back here and the cleaners had already finished with my office, so I was able to get started on office work stuff. And once I got all my office work done, I decided to just go ahead and focus on these letters since I had a little bit of free time to do so. But the office cleaners were absolutely amazing. Everything looks so nice. The floors are so shiny and it's so, I absolutely love it. Jeremy just sent me a notice that his command sent out. They are expecting to go into T-Core 1C as of sometime on Sunday. T-Core 1E sometime Sunday night going into Monday. And we won't be into T-Core 1R, which is recovery or something like that. Basically, it means it's the all clear. You can start cleaning up after the storm and going back to things as normal. We're not expected to hit that until 8 a.m. Wednesday morning. So, going to be at least 2 days off for work next week because of the typhoon. Which is good. I wanted some unpaid time. Well, I wanted some time off of work that wasn't PTO to be able to work on some stuff, and I got my wish. I think we're going to get paid for being closed because of the typhoon Monday and Tuesday. I hope we do. I will find out from Paige whenever she decides to acknowledge what's happening, because she's still not acknowledging it, which is annoying. But I'm going to go ahead and reschedule our appointments that we have for Monday and Tuesday. Because I don't want our participants coming in. I don't want there to be any confusion or anything like that. I'd rather they be safe. I don't want them to come all the way down here, especially if we're not even going to be open. So, but I am going to go run to Daiso real quick. I need to go pick up some things, and then I'm going to head on home. But I will show you what I get at Daiso, because I always go in there with a shopping list and plan, and I never stick to the shopping list. I always find too many other cute things to get, and I have a feeling this is going to be no different. But I will see y'all in a few minutes. Alright, so I ran into Daiso, and of course I ran in for one thing, and I got a lot more than I was planning to. I did find a tote that actually zips, so happy about that. I also got a few other totes because they were too cute. This one, 3P established 2018, decorative fun. A crush may last a moment, but love is forever. Lovely things selected in your way. 3P is for everyone looking for more happiness. It was cheesy. I liked it. Got another notebook because they actually had a Dumbo one. I was excited about that. Excuse me. Had to get this tote because it cracked me up. My favorite thing, guess what? Carrying happiness every day, holding tiny secrets inside, a reason to smile anywhere. And they had Minnie Mouse socks. Says, well, it might help if I hold it the right way. Yeah, that has her name on it. It says Mouse too, and it has a little profile. I got white ones too. Hoping these will fit. They say they're 23 to 25 centimeters, which is about US size 6 to 8. I wear 9. Might be a little small. Find out. And then I needed tiny little Ziploc bags. And I got a couple of packs of gummy bears. These are like the perfect size for me. Also got some Minute Maid Zero Sugar Lemonades because they had those. And it's a little compact scissors. This is perfect for my little stationery kit for cutting the washi tape. So yeah, I got all of this for, what does the receipt say? 2,630 yen, which is $18-ish. Not bad, especially considering I've got like 3 totes. But I am going to go ahead and head on home. I have a feeling tomorrow is going to be chaotic and busy at work. So I'm gonna go home and prep the best I can for tomorrow. But so with this typhoon coming, definitely not going to be able to go do what I was hoping to do on Sunday, which was technically supposed to be for Jeremy's birthday. But it was something I really wanted to do, but I knew it was something he would also enjoy, and I actually was able to convince him to agree to go with me to this. So this weekend on Gate 2 at various different places, mostly Remy's, they're having a comedy festival going on. And the show that I got tickets to is this one comedian who I absolutely freaking love his videos because it's his experiences or experiences he's heard from other people in the military about dating local women. And they're absolutely hilarious. And I was so looking forward to go see him. I think his name is Ricardo. I'll put one of his videos up after this. But it cracks me up because it is things that I have heard from some of our participants themselves. It's also things that I've heard from Marines in the building, and just some of the Facebook groups that I've been in. It's hilarious. But it is disappointing that more than likely we'll not be able to go see that. But having a 4-day weekend isn't a bad trade-off, so hopefully I'll get my money refunded. If not, it's not that big of a deal because the tickets weren't that expensive. I think I spent maybe $30. So we did agree that if this did get canceled, we would go do shabu shabu instead. That's what he picked. Not sure when we'll go do that because I have my chiropractor appointment tomorrow afternoon after work, and I don't like to go out after that. And I don't know what places will be open Saturday night. And his birthday is on Sunday, so it may have to be after the typhoon, which is fine. And I know some people are not going to understand why I'm agreeing to do anything for his birthday after what happened with my birthday, but I'm not a what you do to me, I do to you type of person. Even if somebody treats me badly, I'm going to continue holding on to who I am and doing what I feel is right. And I don't want him to feel as empty as I felt on my birthday. So if getting him out of the house, whether it be for the comedy show or for dinner or whatever, then good. But that being said, I'm going to head home. I also have to say, carrying this around was a lot easier than carrying my big wallet around. I currently have my spare key clipped to it. That was just because I didn't want to take my giant key ring inside. But I wanted to be able to lock my car. Yeah. Alright, for reals this time, I am going to go. I will be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's vlog should be interesting because I can give you more updates on what's going on with the typhoon prep and what we're having to do at work if my manager ever decides to do anything, pass word down, whatever. But I'm not worried about this typhoon. The locals don't seem to be that worried about it, and one thing I've learned from living on the coast is if the locals and the fishermen don't seem fazed by the storm coming, then there's no reason for me to be stressed. And until I see them start being stressed, I'm not gonna be stressed. So I will see y'all tomorrow. Y'all have a good one. Be good, kind, be safe. Things are getting crazy. Bye, y'all.